Hi everyone, it's me, the Shakta Oracle, and this is your full moon messages for Taurus full moon 2020. I'm making this video pretty late, and it's also the same night that I made this other video called New Age to Jesus. Okay. So this message is brought to you by your higher power, by God, Goddess, Source, Universe, Jesus, whatever you call them. I'm going to invite everyone to take a big deep breath in and exhale. We ask our guides, our angels, our ancestors to be present and to make sure that our messages are clear and protected, that we are here to receive any guidance, support, and love, wisdom that we need at this time. Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting, which is really in alignment with tonight's energy, is being in a place to deal with fear, okay, and what that might look like. So a lot of people are like, go towards the light, go towards, your angelic energy, go towards God, go towards all this. And this is really important to remember, but also that we're integrating aspects of ourselves that we are ashamed of, that we feel resentful of, parts of us that were created out of trauma, parts of us that act out and you know, might attract in energies that are not always pleasant, or experiences or people that aren't always pleasant. And we're also integrating an understanding of what the world is like. So there's a lot of acceptance that's necessary right now. It doesn't mean you have to be okay with everything. It doesn't mean you have to love everything right now and forgive everyone and whatever. Um, it's just like this is what life looks like, and just taking a step back and looking at it, and when you see it, it's like, oh my God, this is intense, or this is scary, or this is overwhelming, or this pisses me off. You know, you're gonna have some emotional reactions, I'm sure, and just practicing acceptance as best as you can, especially during this season when things are being really stirred up in our emotions. Mercury going retrograde during Scorpio season, which is like the depths, the depths. It's going to really challenge what you think about God, Goddess, Source. It's really going to challenge your beliefs about family in this full moon. It's really going to make you like deep dive to better carve out what it is that you need. And sometimes what that looks like is we have this really extreme experience, and then when that experience mellows out, it integrates into us, right? If we accept that and if we ask our guides to aid us in that. So if anything extreme is happening to you right now, know that it's going to be swirled around with the rest of the colors and eventually blend in. Okay, so now we're going to start with the readings for all the signs. So we're going to invite Aries to take a big deep breath in and exhale. And Aries, my message for you is that, like, you're usually in movement and feeling like, it's time for you to go, go, go about a lot of different things. But right now is not the time for you to do that. Right now, make your gratitude list. I feel like if you sit down and you write down the things that you feel blessed about, that you just notice, that you'll actually be heavily protected. Like, it's almost like if you notice that, you're making an offering to your guides and saying, like, hey, like, I notice you. And as soon as you start to notice them, your energy and attention is directed at your higher power, at Source, at your guides, instead of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest or run towards or get, or like whatever you're trying to do right now. Don't do it. It's not really a time of action, and especially not for you. This is a time for you to count your blessings, and you are very blessed. There are so many things in your environment that are really powerfully visible, and it may be time for you to notice that, because maybe you're having conversations with people around you and saying things that are actually really triggering, because you're talking about stuff that you're not thankful for, that other people might not even have or come in contact with or be able to celebrate the way that you can, but you're not. So this is a time to humble yourself. It's a time to notice your blessings, count your blessings, name your blessings, write that list down. It could be a really good tool for the full moon for you. And I'm also feeling like mother energy coming up, like, wounds that had occurred when you were a child, and that they're coming up to be healed this Taurus full moon. How do things feel when they surface? Usually not that great. So really be mindful of if you're being reactive and then acting on that emotion. Like if something comes up, oh my God, yes, of course you might want to fight or flight or whatever like way that you're going to deal with this, but I really encourage you to take a pause and instead refocus your energy on things that are positive in your environment right now, until you can know from your higher power and from a greater understanding what to do next, because you might not know. And if you act now, it might be something that like just overshadows your blessings. Okay? All right. Pisces. We're going to have take a deep breath in, Pisces, and exhale. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. I feel like you're working on something, a project, something very like internet oriented. Maybe you're teaching Zoom classes, maybe you're connecting with people on there. But I also feel like your creativity could use a little update. Maybe you're learning more about like photo editing or digital editing or some kind of digital marketing class. Like I just feel like you're on the internet and you're learning more about something, and you're being guided by like a higher power to like learn these things, because you might be channeling spirit through it. Like whatever technical skills you're gathering now or creative skills that you're developing or learning more about could be your special gift of channeling, your medium. But it might just be like very like, yeah, very cut and dry right now, very business, very Capricorn, very Virgo, very earth energy. And that makes sense for a Taurus full moon. You could be making your living doing this thing. It could be the thing that sets you up into a space where you can do something that you love and that's going to impact other people, but may at first look like something very, you know, mundane, or like doesn't seem spiritually like imbued at all, but it totally is. It's a piece of the puzzle. Trust what you're being led to and embark on that journey, and allow yourself to learn these things. I feel like there are some contracts coming up for some of you, and I don't know if these are written contracts or soul contracts, but what I'm sensing is that like you have been caught up in a sort of web of things, but you kind of set it up. Like, so you might have made soul contracts with people a long time ago. Maybe you don't remember that because you're in this lifetime, but you are the master of that reality, and you helped create a situation that would feel like home for you. So if you're rejecting it, which I don't think you are, but maybe you just feel a little different than your environment, like you're like, if I made soul contracts with everybody here, then why the hell do I feel so othered? Or why do I feel so different? Or why do I stick out? Maybe you're going to be a leader. Maybe you're going to, or, I think people take turns leading and lead in different ways, but maybe, your time to shine is right now. Or maybe you're just really sticking out because you're growing. Um, there's a little discomfort and a little anxiety arising around the full moon. I feel it. It's very physical, but like love yourself. If you're having body issues, which I also feel coming up, remember that you are beautiful and perfect just as you are. And if you don't believe that, look at the diversity of nature. Look at how diverse nature is. And you will find at least one person's out here who likes something that everybody else is afraid of, and that person, we all look at that person, we're like, but also we're like, whoa. Like if everyone's freaked out by spiders and this one person knows how to like hold a spider and take care of it and learn about it and like isn't freaked out at all, you're like, wow, you're kind of like the Superman of insects or whatever. But like, so there's always someone to appreciate, but first and foremost, appreciate yourself, because spiders aren't out here being like, oh my god, how do I look today? Like, what? Like, they're living their life, and they're living their fucking best life, hopefully. So, I will say that also, um, some of you are grieving, some of you are letting go, some of you are doing it very gracefully, and it's just happening naturally. You know that there are rebirths from death, and you're coming into awareness with that, but it doesn't have to be like um, something that's at the forefront of your everyday experience. It's just sort of woven into your day. Okay, I hope that's been helpful. All right, we're going to move into Taurus. Everyone take a deep breath in. Exhale. Taurus. I feel like you're like split a little bit. I feel like you're split into three. Like, there's all these different aspects of you that are there, and they're all going through different parts of transformation, and they are going to be integrated. They are integrated. They're all part of you. But I feel like it's a little unnerving because it feels like you have all these different things that you want to get done or connect to, or each part of you has like created their own experiences in the world, and now you want to figure out how to have them all together. Like, you have this part of you that's like the party person, and like maybe a part of you that's like quiet and like to yourself and like just wants to read, and there's a part of you that like is an artist and like wants to show your work but you never have, and it's like, how can I put, or you just have like multiple interests and you don't even know how to merge them, um and you have got to step out of your comfort zone. Like, you're just used to a certain group of people or a certain experience or a certain workplace, and your guides are like, you can have so much more, do so much more, touch so many people's lives, and so many people are needing you and you're needing them. Like, there are people that need to meet you, there are people that you need to meet. Like, the connections will be like really potent and nourishing for both of you. So for everyone involved. So like, taking that leap of faith is like also being of service, not just like in a way that you think you'll be of service, but in a way that might be more spiritually guided and mysterious. Also feel like it's a really good time to like connect to plants if you haven't been connecting to plants already, and not just like dried herbs or teas and stuff like that, but I'm also feeling like caring for plants, like having some plants, and maybe even like watering someone's plants for them, or like speaking to a plant, or like meditating on plants or around plants. It could be something really simple as just taking a moment every day for the next couple of days or a week to just sit by a plant and just breathe, meditate, and see what comes up. And you don't have to focus necessarily on anything besides setting an intention at the beginning to commune with that plant and for you both to exist in the same space together. I think a lot of wisdom could come from that, and it might not be like dramatic or intense, but whatever it is, just being thankful at the end of the practice that you were able to share space with that other living being. I think it could be a really good practice for you overall as a way to integrate new energies into spaces, and integrate your new or feel integrated into new spaces too. I also feel like you have old, I don't want to say like old flame, or like there's just been something like that's like a memory, like that has been like stuck out to you. Like, it's like it left a mark, it left an imprint, like you just can't seem to shake it or forget about it. And your guides are like, you can pick it up and relight this. And you're like, wait, what? Because you don't even know what that means, but you feel something. Like, you know that like the flame sort of went out, or like, it was too hot at some point and we had to turn it down. But like, there's also a chance to reignite it, and the time might not be now, and that's why you don't see it, because you only see the past, you only see the pain and the market left, but you don't see how it can reemerge in the future. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be right now. So let it be, let it go, and focus on yourself, focus on the things that are coming up for you, and the new people and new experiences that you have to be fully connected to without whatever that energy or person was that was taking up a lot of your time. Okay. Big deep breath in, Gemini. I'm not going to forget y'all this time. Sorry about that. Last one on the new moon. I forgot about Gemini, but here we are. We're chatting, we're hanging out. Um, Gemini, you are golden. You're doing great. I feel like Gemini, you're just like really, I don't know, like the sun is shining on you. Like you're really flourishing. Don't fuck it up. I'm just kidding, but listen, don't sabotage what's coming in for you. Like you have some amazing things set up for you. Some things that are just coming in that you may or not even worked for. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure you've done a lot of hard work in your life, and you've put a lot of effort into the things that you love and the people that you love, and all that. But like right now, I feel like some blessings are coming in that you didn't even ask for, that you didn't even think were coming. And the best way to be prepared for that is just by relaxing, breathing, and being present, so that you notice when they show up. Because sometimes when we're really in a bad mood and counting our non-blessings, we'll say, we get distracted by that and we miss like noticing these things, like we don't realize like, oh wow, like I didn't, like I didn't realize like how important this was. I wasn't being mindful, um and that kind of practicing mindfulness right now is good, because there's going to be a moment where it's just really necessary, because noticing what comes in for you might be like the breath of fresh air that you really need. It might lift a load off of you to see it. It might be an aha moment. It might be a conclusion or closure. It might be a beginning and opening, and seeing that moment is going to be really special. So stay mindful as a practice to get there and notice it when it shows up. I also feel like for some of you, you're very dehydrated. Maybe you're feeling it or not. I don't know. You might be like foggy headed or something, but drink a lot of water. I feel like you're very much in need of water. I wish I had some water next to me right now. And I'm like, not gonna stop the video to get it. So I'm giving you advice that I'm not taking. But I will drink water. I'm gonna be okay. But I do feel like that. I feel like there's something around dehydration, and like you're not remembering to like drink water at the right time or something like that. And for some of you, I'm tapping into like maybe needing a humidifier in your space, because you're not noticing like how dry the air is where you live, or maybe you live in the desert. I don't know. Maybe you just live somewhere where there's dry air. And you might need to start taking care of that. I feel like there's like skin stuff coming up. Like I have a little eczema and I'm really tapped into it right now. So I feel like maybe you have like eczema or some skin condition. Um, and really keep your energy positive. I know, trust me, I hate when people talk about that too, but like, please, like, do it. Like, I feel like it would be really beneficial for you, and I'm praying for you. Actually, I'm gonna pray for you right now, Gemini. I hope that everyone listening to this is protected and kept safe from any negativity and any negative energy. And I ask that God, Goddess, Source, angels, ancestors are really listening to these prayers, that there's so much infinite protection for you, infinite protection for all of us, so that we may stay safe and walk through any passage of shadow, being protected by the light, being protected by our guides, being held safe. And yeah, I think just praying, like I really feel like praying and asking for protection and guidance, praying a lot for protection. And that's not to freak you out or scare you. I just think that sometimes we need to do that, and it's fine. It's fine to sit with your deities, your guides, your ancestors, and be like, protect me, hold it down for me. I like need you, and I love you, and I care, and I hope that you care for me too. And they do care for you. Um, and I'm feeling like, just like some stuff that might be bugging you out or like bothering you, or you might have a perspective on it that's like stressing you out, and like it's the perspective, it's what you're seeing. And maybe don't focus there right now. Maybe that's not where your attention needs to be, because I really do feel like you need to keep your attention in a really positive mindset, at least for a little while. And if you could just do it for one day, good. If you could do it the day afterwards, friggin' amazing. If you do one more day past that, awesome, because you might just need to do that for a little bit. Because it is also very important that we acknowledge our shadow side and work with it and connect to it. But right now, what I'm feeling for the full moon is that there's a lot of weird energy, and like you want to go through this time like unscathed and not carried away by whatever's showing up. So keep your energy positive. I'm not giving that advice to everybody, so please, God, listen. Okay, love you. All right, take a deep breath, Cancer. Exhale. Okay, I think everything's going out, you know, like something, it's just like things are just like, you're just like, what am I even looking at? Like, what is even happening in front of me? There's no like, there's nothing being built, there's nothing new. It seems like you're just like waiting for something to show up, an image to appear, or something to change, or whatever. And it's like, your guides aren't doing anything. And I feel like it's because you haven't like seen what you're like how good what you've done already is. Like it's like you haven't noticed like the good things that you've already done. But I'm also feeling like a really intense like new beginning is coming, and maybe you're in tune with that and you're just like, well, where is it? And I don't know if this was in your last reading too, but I have a feeling like you've been needing that new beginning and you're just like, what the hell? I also feel like some of you are doing candle magic. Ooh, but maybe take it easy, you know, like asking for too many things at once. You need to make some time for the things that you ask for to come to fruition without you focusing on them so hard, you know, and maybe sharing some of your knowledge with other people. Maybe like sharing the things you've learned about manifesting, and like, I don't know, like your prayers and things like that could be really helpful. I also feel like there's use for things that didn't have use, that didn't seem like they had any more use, you know, like things that are old or that died in some way, like there's new use for it, like that you haven't really, you know, acknowledged like how special that is, that it didn't have like necessarily, it's not about a rebirth, it's about it just becoming something new. Like for instance, like shells or something, you know, it's like, okay, the animal that was inside the shell is no longer there, but like the shell has been like repurposed and is being used to like burn like herbs or something, or like, I don't know, decorative, and like little kids are painting them. Oh, when I was little, me and my cousin used to like paint seashells with nail polish all the time. It was just like a cute little weird thing that I just remembered, which is reminding me that like right now might be a time where you're focused on like missing something from your childhood. You might need to engage with energy from that time, even if it's just like in a creative visualization, and just being kind to yourself, taking it easy. um I'm feeling for some of you, your mind is like super busy right now, like you just like are really thinking a lot. But I also think I said this to you last time, but I feel like you're looking good. I think it was you, Cancer. There's something going on and you looking cute. I don't know, that might be a thing that's happening. And yeah, I don't know, just like the vibe keeps coming up of repurposing stuff, like using things that um like you, like let's say you bought like a, you know, like, I don't know, like a nice, I could just see like glass bottles or something. Something was in a mason jar and now you're using it. It's like using stuff that is like a branch from a tree to prop up another plant. You know, like using something that isn't what it was before. It's gonna like teach you something or give you some kind of wisdom that you need at this time. Hopefully that wasn't confusing. I don't know why, but the energy around that is really unclear. So I'm gonna ask our guides, our angels, our ancestors to be with us at this time and to create clarity in these messages. I feel like there's some, yeah, some heartache from the past. You're just seeming to have like a bit of a hard time right now, Cancer, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry that you're having a difficult time. There's some stuff weighing from the past and it's going to keep coming up, but let it come up, let it be released. This is what the moon is for. It can help us to do that, okay? All right, let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, Leo. Whew. Another deep breath. Exhale. Hmm. I'm feeling like you could do with a massage. I'm feeling some bodily stuff like stretching, getting in touch with your hips, maybe dancing. Maybe you need some heat, like heat therapy, like getting one of those like hot water bags, or like I got this thing like online that it's like a little, it looks like a towel, but like you wrap it around your neck and then tie it around your waist, and it like sits on your like it like lays up against your back, and it's electric and it heats up your back. It's freaking amazing. I needed it for like my pre-physical therapy stuff, and it's cool. But I do feel like, setting up an altar for your higher power, your guides, like picking one and focusing on them could be really helpful right now, and like learning a lot about them. So maybe you're in some kind of like spiritual school, something's coming up. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of energy at night. You're picking up on a lot of energy. It might be scary, it might be weird, but you're protected, you're safe, like you're not alone. And remember that. I Yeah, there's just like really big energy. Like maybe an ancestor wants to reach out to you, maybe a very important deity. And I think setting up an altar and allowing them to like have a space to be channeled into can alleviate like the stress that it's putting on your body, and make it so that it's manifesting into the altar. Because sometimes maybe you're taking on too much physically right now from all the energies that are swirling around psychically. I also feel like some of you connect to Shiva, so meditation, yoga. Also, there's so much spirit activity right now. I'm like, is this for you? Is this just in general? I just see a lot going on. There's like just a series of spiritual energies swirling around. I also think this is a good time to play music. It could be a really amazing way to channel if you want to create music, or a really good way to heal your body if you want to listen to sound bowls. Okay, sound bowls are freaking amazing. Like I will like listen to sound bowls and just like lay there. There's one for every chakra. You can find them on YouTube. Like it's amazing. It'd be a really good way for you to clear out your like energy in your body too. Um, yeah, and some deep breaths. Just inhale, exhale. Let's move on to who are we doing next? Virgo. Oh my god, how do I not know that is us? Okay. Hi, my Virgos. Let's see, what are the messages for you? You are doing things that you didn't always believe in, but you're just like dragging ass with it too, because like you have to do it now. And that's okay. Like, you know what? Do it because it's important. It's like, it's just like important that you use your voice or use your power. And it doesn't have to mean like you're leading the fight. It could just mean you like helping people carry something. You might not even be noticed for it or whatever, but it's important that you do it and you have a responsibility. And it could be a really great way to be of service or to help. And it's not about being noticed at all. Um, but it's about contributing. That's what I really feel. And also, I feel like some really joyful things from your childhood are emerging, whether they're like games or like things that you really valued, things that you thought were funny or cute, or like things that you liked, parts of you that you maybe haven't been in touch with for a really long time are emerging. And it's just like go, 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 go. It's like just like Zoom energy. It's like really like zooming through. I also feel like you might have like a little issue or hiccup regarding money. It is Mercury retrograde, so if this stuff is digital, like you know what it is. But I think it'll be fine, and you just have to trust and wait, and like things will work themselves out and even out pretty quickly as soon as Mercury retrograde has passed. I feel like you're gonna be okay. You're also like gonna be surrounded by people coming up very soon. I feel like there's gonna be people that want to talk to you and hang out with you, and you're totally open to it. Like I think you're ready to do it, and people want to listen to you. They want to hear you speak. They want to hear you talk about stuff. They want to hear you talk about spirit guides. And I feel like that's gonna be like one of the things that's part of your like lifelong goal is like connecting to your spirit guides and sharing whatever information that you're getting about spirit guides with other people, which is super exciting and amazing. Also, I feel like your digital art game could be on right now. Like maybe like the thing from your childhood that might be coming up is paint. I don't know if y'all remember paint. Maybe some of you are watching or not about that. Maybe younger. I don't know. I'm 34, so was I not supposed to say my age? Anyway, yeah, what am I feeling here? You're heading in a certain direction, in a new direction in your life in general, and perhaps that's the revisiting and of the past and getting the things that you needed from it, like the games and the fun and the interest and whatever might emerge from your childhood stuff might be what you needed to go forward. Like you couldn't go forward without it, and now you're going in a new direction. And when you start going in that direction, it's like I really feel like your energy is starting to speed up, and it's going in a direction that is like about your healing, but also of being service to other people about your healing in a way that you never imagined before, but it's in such alignment with your higher power and your soul path, which is amazing. It is like very much guided by a deity, and it's not one that you always pray to, but it's one that like and you connect to and happens to pop in all the time, that's like hey hey hey, and you're like, oh, but are you, like, and it's like there signs of this deity is like everywhere, and like you're always like, but like I don't know, like I have this other deity, whatever, that'll resonate for some of you. I also feel like there was some annoyance that was really there was something getting on your nerves, and that thing is being cleared almost entirely, or it has been minimized to a level where it's not irritating or annoying anymore, which is really good to hear. And I also feel like you're going to get a lot of blessings for something that you recently dedicated your time and energy to. So that all sounds amazing. I also feel like for some of you, you're really stepping into your truth, your a true identity, who you really are, and you feel safer to be yourself because you've surrounded yourself with people who are supportive and understanding and just like also being themselves, and I also think that you're being more patient with yourself when trying to make big decisions, which sounds freaking amazing. Um, and I said this for Leo, but I also feel this for you. Music is really coming up, like sound energy, whether creating or listening to music, and doing that with other people in bigger groups could be really helpful at this time. All right, Virgo. All right, Libra, big deep breath in and exhale. Libra, Libra, Libra. What's going on with Libra? Libra, I feel like you are solid right now. Like you're holding it down. Maybe you're holding it down for a lot of people. Maybe you're holding it down for yourself. Maybe you're feeling more grounded than you have in a really long time. Like something just really makes sense. Like you're very earthy, you're tapping into that. Maybe you have earth in your chart and you're really in that space in yourself right now. And I feel like you're not like worried about too much. There's some things that are messy, but like that's what it is. There's some things that are tied together with like a string, and you're just like, that's just what's happening right now. And you're not too worried. Like you're feeling pretty accomplished and just being grounded. And like I think you are looking back or reflecting right now during this retrograde into like how far you've come, and what you've gone through, and that you did your freaking best, and that's all you could really do. And you're just like, yeah, I just feel like things are just messy everywhere. And for those of you who are just accepting it and okay with that, that's freaking amazing. For those of you who are having a hard time accepting, which I don't really feel, I feel like either when you're watching this, you've already gained a level of acceptance for the things that are really messy, or you're learning to be okay with it, and you're like, this is what life looks like. It's messy like this sometimes. I'm grounded. I'm fine. You're a rock amongst feathers. I really feel it. And I do think that some tidying up could be done though physically. Okay, so meaning like clean your room, okay, from your Virgo parent here, your Virgo daddy. Clean your room, okay? Take that old food from the wherever you rested it in your apartment and take it to the sink and wash it, okay? Clean up your house, in other words, all right? Um, because I feel like that could be helpful to you. And it's another tool of grounding, even though I don't feel like you like to clean that much. How many, who am I picking up on? None of y'all is West Indian then if I'm picking up on this, because like y'all, or you're rebelling against your moms. I've definitely done that. I've definitely like not washed my dishes on purpose to be like, I remember when I was like, no. Anyway, veering. Nobody needs to hear about my childhood right now. But yeah, I feel like you are, you're really in your power. I feel like there's a lot of divine feminine energy like coming up for you, but it's like you're also trying to break the mold on what divine feminine really means, which is like powerful and amazing. And I feel like that solid energy, like that solid rock energy is coming up again. Yeah, what else can I say to you, Libra? I feel like there are so many things you could be worried about right now, but you know that's not even worth it. So there you go. All right, that's the lesson. All right, take a deep breath in, exhale. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, it is your time. It is your time, Scorpio. So breathe in, breathe out. Scorpio, we pray for you. We pray that your guides, your angels, your ancestors are here with you. What's going on? I get like, why is this term like the stick in the mud or whatever? What does that mean? Is that like when somebody is like, is that a bad thing? I don't know, whatever that means. That's coming up for some reason. I feel like I should look it up. Like, what does stick in the mud mean? Oh my god. Listen. One who lacks initiative, imagination, or enthusiasm. Oh my god. Scorpio, why are they saying this about you? um, no one's saying this about you. I guess I am. Holy shit, no. Let's see. Scorpio, stick in the mud. What's going on? Are you feeling bad about yourself, or did somebody tell you that, or are you just like noticing that like you're just not like dreaming big, and your guides might be just like, listen, you can go bigger, you can dream bigger. Why are you not putting your all into this? You're stuck on some stuff. Maybe you're like hiding. You're like a crystal that nobody knows about you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's buying amethyst and citrine, and you're like some kind of weird crystal that people are like, is that even a crystal, or is that made of glass? Like, um, but it's heavy, it's intense, okay? It's an intense, nobody even knows what to do with it yet. So that's why they're probably not able to like connect to that energy in you. And you're just having to imagine using the things that you have, and you're trying to match your imagination to what other people's stuff is supposed to be like, and then you don't end up being creative because you're not doing something from what you want. It's like everyone's drawing Superman figures, and you're like, yeah, I'll draw Superman, I'll draw a superhero, but meanwhile you want to like make a scene of like, I don't know, like I don't freaking know, what do scorpions do? Demonic spiders or something? I don't know. But like no, I'm just kidding. You're sweet, and it's not even like that. I just feel like you could be doing so many amazing things with your art. I also feel like an oracle deck, a tarot deck, like I feel like art that has to do with the occult is coming up, and I also feel like you're very like politically aware person, maybe somebody who has a say in the way that other people think and experience their political realities. I also feel like you are connected to your guides, and they want to channel through your creativity, and your imagination, and they um yeah, like I don't know what the stick in the mud thing is. Maybe you're just taking a break and you've taken too long of a break, and they're like, listen, get it together. Or you're just feeling sad, or you're going through something, but it's like there's like some energy that could get you going, and you might need to figure out what that is. Maybe you need some time around some air signs. I also feel that. almost like getting like you're physically ill in some way, like maybe like gut pains or like stress on the body, like I feel like intestinal stuff going on, like you're not eating right or something. Like it could be something very physical that's actually inhibiting your creativity because your body is like focused on doing that instead of being creative. Um, and that could be a big thing that's happening. Yeah, I think that there's some things that are going to shift up in your life too, Scorpio. Um, I'm feeling like you're going to be asked to like change some things up. I think the stick in the mud thing is just about rigidity. It's like you think that this is what's necessary or this is the way something is supposed to look, but your guides are like, no, you don't have to do it that way. You're forcing yourself to do it that way. Like, that's not even how it needs to be done. You're not even giving yourself room. You don't believe that it's possible to have room for this thing or experience to look differently. And because that is happening, I feel like your guides are going to bless you with a shift. Okay? And when I say that, I mean like if you're stuck and you're feeling like fine with it, it might be a little unnerving when they shake it. When they move you, you might be like, what? Because it could rattle your beliefs around what you think something is supposed to look like and how the way you've been doing it and the way you've been investing in it or not investing or whatever. And things might get a little shaken up in a way where you're like, this is super new. But it will help you to relax. So right now, you might be maybe not right now, maybe the process of that already started, but I think it's also going to like clear you out. So this could affect your body in some way too. Like you could be like clearing out your physical body as a response to like stuff that shows up. It could like, yeah, it could affect your belly, your intestines. Yeah, you could be pooping. That's all. Um, just, yeah, be gentle with yourself and drink lots of water. Okay, we're gonna go into Sagittarius. Take a deep breath, Sag. Exhale. Alright, Sag. I think bring God literally into everything you do. And if you don't believe in God, the universe, whatever you want to call your spiritual team, your guides, nature, like just invite them into everything because you need to like double up on your like Wi-Fi connection like to spirit right now because they want to be with you every moment. They want to imbue everything you do. They see you, they value the work that you're interested in and that you're doing, or they just value the kind of life that you're living, and they just are so invested in getting connected to you, and you just have to consent to it. That's what that's about. It's not like, they're like, oh, you better do this. It's more like you consenting to spirit being there for you and connecting with you throughout your experience, throughout your daily experiences. Also feel like your prayers and your rituals have been heard and you are like finally going to relax from something that was like maybe stressing you out in a way that was invoking anger. Okay, there was something invoking a lot of anger for you, but I think it's gonna mellow out a lot, especially, and I'm getting like big energy until like Christmas and everything from like maybe that's when it's gonna start being mellow or something, but I'm getting Christmas energy and I'm getting like mellow. And there's just gonna be like, because you're just putting in less. I think you were putting in like way too much. And now you're just putting in less, and you're like, oh wow, like part of why I'm frustrated and angry is because my boundaries around my time, energy, and effort have been crossed by me and other people or situations or whatever. And you're just recognizing that and doing something about it. I also feel like The rain is really special right now. So if it's raining wherever you are, or if it has been raining or it's gonna rain, like it's just like maybe put out a cup to get some and like just bless your third eye with it, or just like notice the rain. It could be like a cozy time. It could be an excuse to like get all wrapped up in a blanket and read a book or drink some warm tea and relax. um and I do think that there's little things that are going to need to be addressed, but it's almost like not urgent, not necessary for right now. Like let's say you got to get your phone fixed or something, or like you have to buy this thing that you need to, like for the fridge, or I don't know, like whatever. You don't need to do that right now. You need to chill right now. I feel like just like taking it easy. um, and I do feel like certain good like smells like could be really helpful, that are enlivening and invigorating for the senses, but not aren't like not gonna like, yeah, just like just for your senses. I think your senses want to be like used, and I don't know like how to put it, like aroused. Your senses want to be aroused, right, Sag? Um, Yeah, I also feel like working with wood right now, like I don't know if it's like making like uh something fun with wood, or like soaking wood in something, or I don't know, I'm picking up on wood chips and bark and twigs. I don't know, collect some. Maybe it'll come into handy for some reason. Maybe you're next to a type of tree that like means something or connects to you in some way. Um Also think that it could be a good time to draw or paint. I'm also seeing paisley. Is that the thing? Is that what it's called? Paisley? I feel like maybe drawing some like little designs or intricate designs like mehendi. What is that also called? God, why can't I think about the other word? Well, it's because it doesn't matter. Mendi. Like if you know, you know. Then like feel like just, yeah, I feel like drawing some intricate stuff. Like I feel like not making a project out of it, not trying to sell it, not trying to do it for any reason, but just like you and tea and blankets and the rain and drawing. Like I don't know, I feel that way. Perhaps this full moon is going to be a really restful one, or one that calls you to rest, because you might get the most out of that. Like put some aromatherapy vibes on, eucalyptus or camphor or whatever, and be with that energy. All right, Capricorn, take a deep breath. Exhale. Oof, oof, oof. Cap, what's going on? I feel like you're feeling like aged beyond your years in some way. And there's also a strength in you too. It's like there's like this battle between what aches and what is strong. And yeah, you are very strong. Like you are very strong right now. I don't know if it's like physically strong, or you just have a strength about you, but you're also achy, you know? You're also aching in some way. And yeah, I feel like checking out a chiropractor, or getting to the doctor if you can, or just being mindful of your body and not pushing your body and not exerting your body, and being like just chill, like acknowledge it, and value it, and honor it, and be thankful for it, and give it what it needs. Don't just always push it, whether it's waking up too early, or working out too hard, or exhausting yourself for others. You might just need, I don't feel like it's rest, but like I think it's just like recognition of what it is that your needs are right now. I'm also feeling like some light is shedding on your spiritual practice. Like you are developing very slowly an interest in something that you weren't interested in before. So for some of you, you may have a seed may have been planted. For others of you, like you're trying to connect to your ancestors, and this is the perfect time to do it. So something is happening. I also feel like there's some sadness happening around family too, and like maternal stuff. Maybe it is your mom and you, or a motherly figure, and there is this like weathering that's happened, or like somebody's just like sad or like not well. Um, and I feel like it's forcing you to like be strong, like, or build that strength. But I think that that energy has always been there regardless of the current state of illness, or um yeah, like what might be going on. It's like older than that, um a lot of, I think I've gotten this for for two other signs too, that like music is really helpful, and I keep feeling like music is really helpful. And for you too, like music is really helpful. Like hearing vibrations that match what it is that your body needs right now could be really great. And a lot of sleep, a lot of regenerative rest could be useful. Like your nervous system might need it, because you might be like really worried about something, and it might be like taking a toll on your nervous system, and that there's no amount of breathing or meditation or working out or running or like emotionally running away or anything, distracting yourself, whatever, that could do it. The only thing that might be able to assist you in the ways that you really need right now um is just sleep, you know um so let yourself sleep. Also feel like it's a time to like this is really bizarre, to like darn things, like to sew. Are you sewing? I feel like this is a time to like sew stuff and patch things and like fix things up. This could be like a physical activity that you're doing that brings you a lot of peace or is helpful in some way. I don't know what. Or it could just mean that there is some mending that you have to do with like relationships or experiences that have been kind of hurt, you know? I'm also picking up on like grandmother energy or ancestor energy. And like, yeah, there's just a lot of vibes. But yeah, I think don't worry yourself about worldly things right now. You have a lot going on in your very immediate sphere, and the worldly things are going to be taken care of how they need to, and you can still participate how you need to, like vote, but like I don't think that you need to be like overly invested in like a political experience right now. I know that that's really wild. Also, that's wild coming from me, but I'm gonna say what I need to say. Like, I feel like right now, like you have some stuff that you need to focus on that is happening more immediately, and you may need to rest and be present without overcompensating by like pushing yourself. There's a lot. Sounds like you need support, Capricorn. Sounds like you could do well with a friend. But I feel like you're resisting that. I feel like you're resisting like letting people into that vulnerable space to like really witness to you. And you're trying to hold it all up by yourself. Oh, surprise, you're an earth sign. Hello. Um, Please allow yourself to ask for help. Okay? I love you, care for you, and I hope you just let them in. Okay? Love you. Um, all right, Aquarius. We're closing up with Aquarius. We're going to take a deep breath in and exhale. Aquarius. I just feel like you are in like some kind of. I just see you dancing in like old timey, like 1920s vibe. I don't know why, but I'm just picking up on that. Maybe you have an old soul. Maybe you're interested in the 1920s. Maybe you're just dancing a lot right now and you're dancing to old time music. I don't really know. Um, but I feel like it is also a time for you to like cook for others, make some meals and share them if you can. I know it's like we're all separated, so maybe that's not fully possible for you. So if that's not it, then maybe you just need to like focus on cooking right now, and make some really good meals for yourself. Like some hearty, warm, like nourishing things. Um, I feel like, I don't know, I just see get like I just see this giant turkey and everything. I don't know what you're doing, but like I feel like food could be a really special way for you to like feel spirit right now. And it's just such a grounding experience. It's such a like, I don't know, like I've found that in my sobriety, like cooking has been like a new experience in a lot of ways. And like there are certain things that become like projects, you know, like you want to like cook this new thing or like try out this different kind of you know, sauce or whatever. But yeah, I just feel like warm, good foods and like you cooking. And I do see you being around some people, so it's possible that you do, those of you connecting into this reading do have people that you're able to see. Um, also feel like drinking like purified water, like not drinking tap water, not drinking alcohol. That's because it's interesting that I bring up my sobriety in this one because I haven't spoken about it in this readings, but I'm feeling that. I'm like also feeling like, yeah, like your organs need a rest. Like some of your organs are stressed. Maybe liver, kidneys, and some like good purified water and a little movement could get things going. Um, and acupuncture also, I'm feeling acupuncture. Yeah, and just like nourishing your body and cooking things that are like tasty and good, but also filling you. Maybe trading like substance and alcohol for food right now and eating better and like fuller meals. So I don't know if I'm picking up on that for anyone in particular. Um or if that's just a collective energy right now for Aquarius, because I do feel like for some of you might be struggling and you really need to um dial it down, dial it back with the using or escaping and being more grounded and present at this moment. And check in on your plants. Are they doing okay? Do you have plants? I feel like the sacred like world of plants has medicine for you, and if you listen in you can hear it. I don't have a lot more messages for you, Aquarius. If you're having a hard time, I feel like it's good to be in group settings, maybe online, finding a healing group or a support group would be really helpful. And just tuning in because it could be just what you need right now. You can keep your video off if you don't want anyone to see you, and you can be in your PJs. Maybe you can cook dinner while you do it because I feel like it's just listening to other people could be really helpful. And if you want to jump in, jump in. Um, but yeah, I'm sending you so much love. Hope that this full moon is enlightening and helpful to all of you, illuminating things that you need to receive or alter or acknowledge. And I am signing out.